project's life cycle from beginning to end consists of all the work required to bring a product to the market or to make a service or process operational. It has 4 stages, and different processes occur during each stage of the project life cycle. As part of initiating the project, you determine the need for the project and its feasibility and set the project's goals. You'll also determine a high-level budget and schedule, identify risks, and list the known stakeholders. As part of planning a project, you typically need to plan each of the project's subsidiary areas, identifying targets within the project, and distribute tasks and resources to the team. This stage also involves gathering expert judgment and reviewing lessons learned from past projects. Performing and checking the work for a project involves getting materials and building and producing a product or service. It also entails testing quality and performance and making modifications if required. Finally, the product or service must be prepared for delivery. Closing a project involves transferring the product or service to those who will maintain or use it. It also entails documenting lessons learned and releasing the project team. Each stage in the project lifecycle has different characteristics in terms of 3 factors: cost and staffing levels, level of uncertainty, and cost of changes. When initiating the project, cost and staffing levels are low. Uncertainty is at its highest. As part of planning and also when performing and checking the work, more resources are needed and there is a little less uncertainty. Closing a project results in lower costs, and staffing levels and uncertainty continue to decline. All projects are likely to undergo changes. This may be to adapt to changing circumstances or to correct errors. The cost of making changes is the lowest at the start of a project. As more planning and work is done, the cost of making changes continues to rise. Just about any project can be divided into phases. Phases of a project are logical divisions in the way the work is carried out. The aim of dividing work in this way is to make managing the work easier. A simple project can include just one phase, while a complex project requires a lot of time and planning. For instance, if you are creating a mobile game, you may want to break up the project into several phases, including design, development, testing, and release. This makes it easier to break up all the work required for a complex project. Phases in a project have several characteristics. They are sequential. They each involve distinct work. They repeat the project management processes from initiating through closing. They each end with a handoff of work called a